Look back now, do you regret not having the opportunity to play in the Premier League?
Well, if I could program my career, create and do, you're gonna do like this. Of course, I'll put some days in Premier League, but
so how close were
you
actually to signing for Manchester City?
I were very close, very close. In 2009, in January, I just needed to sign.
Wow, you made the right decision.
I was just about to say, I think Robinho went to City thinking he was United, didn't he? But
yeah.
Anyway,
but at the time, I thought it wasn't the right time for me to move, because Milan had a philosophy to not sell the players at the time. So it was the first time that Milan opened the door to sell one player. And it was in the middle of the season, a lot of things was happening, so at the time I said no, I prefer to stay. And then 6 months later, I had different offers, and I said to Milan, if you want to sell me, I would like to play for Real Madrid, and then I decided to Madrid.
I'm trying to get, if it hadn't been January and the middle of the season, you would have made the move.
Actually, I don't think it's just that. Maybe if because I was probably the first one to be in the new project of Manchester City.
Yeah. Okay.
Too early. Probably a little bit early then.
Okay. If the project will be today,
you would be there.
Probably.
They tried to sign me at a similar time as well.
I was just trying to think. 2009. That was just when they still were just knocking at the door, but weren't quite getting there. They knocked through. I think 2012 was it when they won the league?
Yeah, I think so.
It's 2 or 3 years away. Just a bit early.
Maybe it's the project time is more than the time of the period.
So
of the
Robinho
year.
instead of Kaka. And I think he did think he was joining United, didn't he, Resenha? That didn't quite work out the way he was expecting it to. So is it close enough to say you went to bed one night thinking yes, and you woke up the next morning and said no?
Yes, and actually it was during a game. It's a Milan against Fiorentina. And after that game, I had to say yes or no. And it was a very emotional game for me, because all the supporters were singing, Berlusconi, please don't sell Kaká, Galliani, don't sell Kaká. For me, it was very
They didn't call you Ricardo?
The supporters at the stand, they called me Kaká.
So during the game, you were thinking about whether to leave.
Yeah, it was
or not.
one of the worst games that I had, that one, because it's so emotional. And I had to decide after the game, I'm going to leave or not. And
I think we can understand that, can't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what the weather was like in Manchester?